In the quiet dunes of night, your absence walks beside me, a silent shadow I never invited. Yet it knows every step I take. The moon asks why my eyes carry storms instead of sleep, but how do I rest? When every dream ends with you walking away, I speak to the wind, hoping it will carry my pain to the one who left without turning back. My heart is a palace where lights once danced, but now every corridor echoes your name like a ghost refusing to leave. If sadness had a face, it would look like me tonight, a man holding broken stars in trembling hands, still trying to find your sky inside the dark. The I used to walk through nights that felt gentle because somewhere in the distance your voice waited for me, like a soft lantern in an endless desert. But ever since your silence grew louder than your love, I learned how to live inside emptiness. I talk to memories now, not because they answer, but because they are all I have left from a heart that once felt full. Your footsteps are no longer on the paths we built together, yet I still hear them, like echoes refusing to die, haunting the chambers of a heart you once called home. Sometimes I ask the moon how it survives the night. After losing the sun, it smiles with sadness, as if it too knows the pain of glowing for someone who no longer returns the light. Your goodbye was quiet, but it destroyed kingdoms inside me. A single moment, and every dream we planted withered without a sound. Now I stand alone, carrying pieces of a story that only had your name written everywhere. And no matter how far I walk, your absence walks beside me, the only companion that never leaves. Tonight the desert feels heavier, as if every grain of sand remembers the softness of your forgotten footsteps. I walk slowly, not because I am tired, but because every path reminds me of a place where your shadow once stood. There was a time when I carried whole galaxies behind my smile, but your distance turned them into fading sparks, too weak to light the dark inside me. People say the heart heals, but they never saw a man burying stars just to hide the memories that still burn him. They never watched a silent tear fall from someone who learned to cry without a sound. Your silence speaks louder than your words ever did. It tells me the truth. You never had the courage to say aloud that you left long before your feet walked away, and still I whisper your name to the wind, hoping it will find its way to wherever your heart has chosen to rest. I am not angry, just tired of searching for pieces of myself in the ashes you left behind. But even tired, even broken, I still carry your memories like a desert carries the sun, burning, unforgiving, and impossible to escape. There are nights when I sit under the sky and wonder how two hearts that once breathed together learned to live worlds apart. Your name used to bloom inside my chest like a gentle sunrise. Now it falls like a dying leaf that no season will ever save. I try to forget, but forgetting you is like trying to hide. The desert wind, it touches everything, even the places I don't want it to reach. You left quietly, but the silence you gave me was louder than any goodbye. You could have spoken. It still echoes in the empty rooms of my heart, reminding me of the warmth I will never feel again. Sometimes I close my eyes and walk through old memories, hoping to find the version of you that once held me without fear, the one who believed my heart was a home, not a burden. But people change, uh, and love sometimes fades without warning, like a candle that dies in the wind. Before you even realize, the flame is gone. And here I stand in the same place where you left me, holding all the pieces of a story that never got its ending. Your absence is heavy, but I carry it because it's the last thing I have of you. I walk the same paths we once carved together, but the sand no longer remembers your feet, only mine, dragging sorrow like a wounded shadow that refuses to leave me alone. There was a time when your smile was enough to calm the storms inside me. Now even the sky feels heavy because your silence has taken its color away. I search for you in every corner of memory, not to bring you back, but to understand how a love so gentle could disappear without leaving a single trace. Your departure was not a moment, it was a slow breaking, a quiet unraveling of every promise I once believed in, and by the time I realized you were gone, you had already learned how to forget me. Still, my heart holds you like prayer, not because you deserve it, but because letting go feels like losing the last light in a world built of darkness. I tell myself that time will heal, but time is just sand slipping through fingers that cannot hold what was never meant to stay. So I walk alone, carrying the weight of your absence, hoping the wind will someday teach me how to breathe again in a world where you no longer walk